everyone and welcome to Studio the Sewing. My name is Lina and today's video is going to be another episode about polymer clay. And today I want to show you how you can make hollow beads using polymer clay, and also it's going to be a little experiment of mine in the end, so stay tuned and let's get started. If you want to support me and my channel, don't forget to hit red button, like this video, leave a comment down below, and let's keep going. So today I'm going to be showing you the technique how you can make a hollow beads out of the polymer clay, which means on the inside those beads is going to be empty, hollow, and on the outside they're gonna look like they inflated with the air. They are super light and super cute. I like to use them for making earrings or any types of the necklaces. Also, for this technique you can use any polymer clay sheet, whatever you have. It can be any texture and pattern. I'm gonna be using just the plain white and black colors just because I wanna cover my beads in the end, and I'm gonna be using a cat eye nail polish. So that's gonna be the experiment. I saw a lot of videos about nails and how the cat eye nail polish looks on the nails, and that creates this nice looking shine. And I just got an idea, why don't I try it at like jewelry creating and try it out and see how it looks and how it wears. So that's gonna be in the end, and I'm starting with by preparing and warming up the clay. I'm taking black and white polymer clay and warm it up and preparing this for future manipulations. I'm flattening this on my pasta machine on like a second or third level of thickness, so the layers are pretty thin but not super thin, which allows them to keep their shape. Also, for this project you will need cutters. Mostly you can use the round shape cutter. I'm taking a already prepared and flattened piece of clay, cutting out a size a little bit bigger than the actual size of the cutter. I'm adding baby powder on top to smooth out the surface, so it's going to be easy to work with. Taking caulking ball, or you can use your finger. Also put this like little bit of baby powder in your finger, and little by little I start stretching out the clay. So we're kind of pushing it down into the cutter, creating like a bump, and doing this like with like really gentle movements so we don't rip the clay. After the bump is ready, I'm putting another piece of clay on my tray that I'm gonna be baking on. After that, I'm attaching the bump on top and cutting out the shape. After that, I'm removing the excess clay and removing the cutter. As you can see, our bead is ready, halfway ready, and now I'm just making sure that all the sides are good, and now I'm taking a smaller size cutter and little by little pushing it on the side where I'm gonna do another hole, and also doing this really gentle so I don't rip our bead. And here we go, the bead is ready. And now I'm doing the same way as smaller size beads. Again, I'm taking a piece of clay that's a little bit bigger than the actual cutter. After that, gently pushing this into the cutter, creating like a bump. After that, I'm attaching this bump on top of the another piece of the clay, making sure they all attached and stuck to each other. And using a smaller cutter, I'm making the hole. I'm also doing the same with the white clay, and for the white clay I'm going to be using a different shape of the cutter, and instead of the caulking ball I'm going to be using the fingers, my fingers. So again, I'm cutting out the size that's a little bit bigger than the actual cutter, then applying this on top, and I already put a little bit of the baby powder, and now I'm putting my finger into the baby powder and gently start pushing the clay inside, and also making sure that the edges of the clay stay on its spot, so we're stretching the clay but not moving the entire piece into the cutter. And then again, I'm applying this on top of another piece of clay, and making sure that they all stuck together. Also, if you want to make sure that the pieces are secure, I start adding the liquid clay before I'm attaching 2 layers together. And here's how many beads I end up making. Now I'm baking them, and after all my beads are ready and looking good, I start sanding them, sanding the edges, making sure it's all smooth. And now it's a part of my experiment. You don't have to do that. I just was really curious how the bead's gonna look with iCat nail polish. It's a gel nail polish, so for that you will need the UV lamp. I purchased a set of cat eye nail gel polish. It's gonna be different colors, but it's not even the colors, it's mostly like different shades and tones of shimmer in the nail polish. I'm making sure that the surfaces of my beads are smooth and nice without any bumps. After that, I'm wiping them with the alcohol to remove any oils. Then I'm applying the base layer of the gel nail polish and cure this in my UV lamp. And here where I start applying the layers of the cat eye gel nail polish. Too many words, sorry. And the nail polish has some pieces in it that interacts with the magnet, and using that you can create a different kind of shine to the nail polish to like make the flare and make the nail polish really shine on a light. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going around my bead and collecting that flare in the middle and cure it. I'm adding 3 layers of that cat eye gel nail polish, and after that I'm applying the top, which is gonna kind of seal the nail polish. And I'm doing the same procedures with white beads. And here how the white beads look with this gel nail polish. Let me know in the comments below what you think about my little experiment and if you like this tutorial. What can I say in the conclusion of my little experiment? That it definitely creates a really cute effect on the surface of the beads, but also it takes a lot of time, so it's like time-consuming procedure to cover all of the beads one by one, covering like multiple layers on the surface. But I really like how the beads came out, so it's like creates this really cool shine. But mostly that experiment was for fun and to see how the beads gonna look like. I'm also gonna be keep testing how wearable those earrings and how durable the gel nail polish will be. And when all of my beads are covered with the gel nail polish and they're all cured, I'm just adding the findings, gluing the stud earring base, and my earrings are good to go. By using the technique on its own of making the hollow beads, I think it's very interesting, and you can create any kind of designs using that technique. You can create necklaces or earrings or even some beads for the bracelets. Share with me in the comments below if you like this tutorial. Also, if you follow any of my tutorials, don't forget to mention me. I would really appreciate that. And also, I'm seeing a lot of new people on my channel that I'm like super excited and happy. That gives me more motivation to create and to share my experience with you. Thank you so much. And this is it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and we see each other in the next video.